We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Nicole Byer, helping you make those rooms flyer. Today's style tip: when it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild! Like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Ooh, fierce! This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Kirsch and Emyle, New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9. Emily, I'm really concerned about this because we've talked so many times about how you admit that you're not the world's best driver.
Okay, I was waiting for this when I put this on here.
But you brought up somebody who was driving terribly yesterday, which makes me wonder how bad this really was. Well, it wasn't even driving.
No, it was parking horribly. So you've ever seen someone park horribly and you just want to give them a "you tried, I guess" sticker?
Were they trying to park well, or was it just they didn't care? Tell me what happened.
Care.
What was the story?
My husband and I and Brady, we went to a pizza place and with my family, and we parked, and then the one next to us is parked probably taking up 4 of the middle space. You know what I'm talking about when they park in the middle of the 4?
Oh, they crossed all 4 spaces?
Yes. And they clearly just didn't care. And I just want to say, for the record, I always double check my parking because I don't want to come out to something on my car saying I did a bad job.
Yeah, I agree with that. If I see that I've parked poorly, which I usually park pretty well, I will move. I will go back and be like, I got to straighten that out. I mean, it actually frustrates my husband because even if I parallel park or try to parallel park and I don't think I can do it, even though I clearly have enough room, I will go find another spot. Yeah.
So,
this is, I get it. If that guy took up 4 parking spaces, that's just, that's not bad parking. That's just rude.
Yes. And so it's just, but why? It's not that hard.
No, it's really not. But people, I think people overall are just not, they don't have common courtesy anymore. That's the problem.
That's what's sad. Can we bring that back?
Just I'm going to park here, take up 4 spaces so other people can't park. Where was this, by the way?
I'm not going to say.
Come on. You need to call somebody out on this.
It was in Clintonville. I'll just say that. But it's just, but you know what also crossed my mind? I've seen it at work too. Actually, not here, not this work, but prior. And I'm like, people know what you drive, right?
Yeah, you know what? That's true. Whose car that is and who parked like an idiot. Never thought about that. Glad I parked well. All right. So, well, listen, if you ever come here,
I can say that.
If you ever stop by here, the North American Broadcasting compound, especially when Emily's on air, just make sure you park well because she's going to make stickers. She's going to start putting them on people's cars. That's a good idea. I've seen people with chalk that they're like, hey, we made you a parking space. Congratulations.
That's a lot of effort. I don't have time for.
Emily, did you see this story about this girl that, she's 12 years old or something like that and drove herself to Starbucks?
Yes.
No, she's 8.
8. I was going to correct you. 8. And it's been going around, but we have to talk about it. She drove herself 12 miles. I think that's what you're thinking.
Okay, that's what to Starbucks.
Yes. To, actually, I think it was in Target. I get the urge to go to Target, trust me. But I would freak out if my 8-year-old drove herself.
So the story is an 8-year-old girl, it happened here in Ohio, was reported missing on Sunday when her parents hadn't seen her in a couple hours. Yeah, it turns out she was busy. So security footage shows the girl got in the family's SUV. She drove off, and authorities found her about 12 miles away, which would have been at least about a 20-minute drive across multiple highways and surface streets. She was found at a Starbucks inside Target, where she ordered herself a Frappuccino. Cool thing is, the police let the girl finish the frap before taking her home.
You have to respect that because she just wanted a Frappuccino. I've never had coffee, so I wouldn't know the urge, but I do know the urge to go to Target.
Here's the craziest part. She had more than $400 in cash and had spent some of that at Target as well. The cops had the store refund her for those purchases, and they haven't really said what she bought, but yeah.
I want to know.
You know what? I'm shocked that an 8-year-old was able to get in the SUV, drive it, navigate to Target, park, get out, go in and shop.
I thought that as well, but one of my mom's best friends actually taught her daughter how to drive at a young age, just in case anything happened to her, that she could drive her, which, I mean, I see the point, but also I don't know I'm sure that's not this situation.
Like how young?
I don't know. I have to verify that. Let me verify that.
8 is too young.
It's probably like 12, 13. But how can she see is what I want to know. Did she have a booster seat and then also I want to know, I saw this in the story, so I need to call this out. Like why the Starbucks barista or Target checkout didn't ask the 8-year-old why she was alone or like had no guardians or said anything.
Starbucks, I could see. We've sent, when we've gone to Kroger or whatever, hey, girls, go get your, Frappuccino or your, refresher or whatever you want over at Starbucks while we get produce. So that I can see. Target, maybe she pulled the Kevin McAllister Home Alone thing.
I was thinking that too.
Is this toothbrush ADA approved? That sort of thing.
Yeah. That's true. I thought about that. But I actually say when I watch that movie that people wouldn't ask that these days. So I guess my point is proven.
Did this new health trend come from TikTok, Emily?
It did. And you know how I really love to call out those wonderful health trends from TikTok because that's who we should be trusting.
I will tell you this, that there are so many things on TikTok that just take you down a rabbit hole and you can't stop watching. And so many of them are convincing. I found myself watching things and I'm like, I wonder if that would actually work. Cleaning or yard work, hacks and things. So I see how people can fall victim to this, but fill us in on...
try this one then?
No, fill us in on this one.
So the newest health trend is to eat some dirt. So actually, you know what? I'm calling 2024 the year of dirt, by the way.
Every country song has dirt in the title. Now people are eating it?
Yes. So eating biodynamic soil in the form of clay is supposed to help with everything from gut health to acne. But experts, the real ones, say it could be dangerous.
Of course, there's a bunch of junk in there that you don't need to be eating.
Okay, so the term is called crunchers, which is weird. I just, I don't come up with these things, but somehow they do, and they get paid good money for it too. I'm telling you, we're missing opportunities here, Kirsch.
Crunchers. So they just go out, they dig up some dirt.
It can help with everything under the sun, apparently, improving gut health, reducing wrinkles, and curing acne. And the idea is it's loaded with all kinds of minerals that are good for you, but obviously it can be very dangerous. But they also want to make it clear that you should not go out and like scoop your yard with dirt and chow down on that.
Because we wouldn't be able to right now. It's too dry.
Right. That would just be crazy. Because,
it'd be like eating mouthfuls of dust at this point. I just read the bottom part of the story. It said most crunchers prefer it in the form of edible chunks of clay. There are sites that sell it and use flowery language, like saying it has a medium hard crunch and a pleasant earthy taste.
If I heard the word crunchers, I would think popcorn or Butterfinger lover, like not dirt eater.
Here's the problem. Like stuff like this happens. And all the people who are into this suddenly find all the other people who are into this. And then they're like, well, it's clearly normal because I found 30 other people who like to eat dirt with me. And then like the dumbest, like eating dirt becomes normalized.
Wish for that, right?
The internet breaks everything. The internet ruins everything.
There we go. Why does everything have to be a thing? Why everything's ruined?
Please don't eat dirt. It's bad for you. We all know that. There's worms and poop in it.
The real experts say don't do it. Let's listen to them. They went to medical school.
There's worms and poop in it. Let's just be honest. I said I was going to do the whole show talking like a pirate, and Emily wouldn't let me.
Oh, it's all my fault. You're right. Actually, that open makes me want to go down to Orlando and ride Pirates of the Caribbean.
Or you could just hang out with me because I talk like a pirate, matey. Emily, it's time for us to do a show.
It kind of actually sounds like I'm on the ride right now.
Walk the plank, matey. Me hearty, we're going to play some country music for you this morning.
I would be the worst pirate, let's be honest.
Let's hear your pirate. Just do it.
Oh, no. I
just
don't
give
even
me
know.
Just give me an matey. Come on, Emily.
I'm going to save myself from that one. I would have to practice.
All right.
I'm not an actor.
You have 6 minutes until we go back on air. You have 6 minutes to practice, and we're going to hear Emily's pirate coming up. Kenny's on now. It's Get Along with Kirsch and Emily. New country, fewer commercials. New country 103.9. Emily, you know you can't not do this. We talked about it being National Talk Like a Pirate Day a few minutes ago, and I said you had 6 minutes until we went on air again to practice your pirate. You know everyone wants to hear your best pirate impersonation on National Talk Like a Pirate Day. So the floor is yours.
I'm just going to say, what is it? Our matey like that? That's all I got.
It's
not great.
You just went, our matey.
Arg. I don't know how to be a pirate. I just told you I'd be the worst pirate.
You can't growl a little bit? Arr.
No, actually.
Yes, you can.
You know, like, I'll try later because I'm trying here and I'm failing like I told you I would.
You didn't even put any effort into that. Our matey.
Our matey, like that, right?
That was much better.
Yeah, I'm going to just practice all day just for you, and I'll just send you random videos.
You should just see how far out of her comfort zone she is right now. It's kind of fun. Miranda Lambert, what's going on with her? You had something you were mentioning about her before we went on air.
Thank you, Miranda, for saying what everyone needs to say, okay? She said, she talks about why she doesn't do encores. And she says, quote, I don't do encores. It's weird. Everybody knows. You just go off the stage and you're like, y'all clap louder and I'm coming back. And then everybody's leaving to go to their car. We just don't do our show and then it's over. Like, bye, y'all. I know you have to get home. We just do our show and then it's over. Yes, me too, because like encores are a waste of time and I'm tired.
Can we talk about a show that I went to? And it's not a country show, but it was so wonderful because the band came out. They started at 7:30 p.m.
Right.
They ended at about 9:30 p.m. I was in bed by 10:30, which was great.
Fantastic.
They came out, they played their show. There were no openers. There were no encores. They just came out, played for 2 hours, and then they're like, bye, Columbus. You know who it was?
Who?
Toto.
I was just going to guess that.
Yeah.
You know who else didn't have an encore?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Oh.
I was like,
thank God.
There's no
Thank
encore
God.
because their 3-hour show was long enough.
You're like, I already heard you for 3 hours. I don't need you to come out and
I don't
play
get the
Drew Looks at Me or whatever that song's called.
Teardrops on My Guitar.
There you go. Drew Looks at Me.
Yes. Look at me. I'm so proud of myself.
I couldn't think of what that song was called. There you go. So, yeah, more artists should do that. So, thanks, Miranda. We appreciate that. Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, and Thomas Rhett on the way. Also, don't forget, 8:30 this morning, we've got some Luke Bryan Farm Tour tickets for you. That is in town next week. It'll be text and win. We'll drop a keyword for you with New Country, viewer commercials, New Country 103.9. Just one more growly arg.
It's gone. It's out. It left. The pirate left my soul.
This is the worst day. Thanks, Emily. Well, apparently this is going to be the morning we talk about TikTok hacks and TikTok health trends and stuff. The last hour, it was people eating dirt because they see people doing that on TikTok. No. It's Kirsch and Emily, New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9. What's this one? It's a life hack?
I actually didn't know this was a TikTok one until I read because the title got me. I'm one of those clickbaiters. Because this is a hack for you. It's a clever clock hack to get your kids ready for school. So a TikTok mom posted a little hack to help kids get ready for school. Turn a cheap wall clock into a pie chart and use colored markers to block out specific times for different tasks. Like they have from 7:20 to 7:25 to brush their teeth and hair, and that's in yellow kind of thing.
Yeah, so like wake up is from 7 to 7:05. She puts that in red and makes it look like a pie chart. So the kids know during this time, that's when I need to be doing this certain thing.
Correct.
Do you think this works?
Nope, I don't, because I also then was going to ask, why don't you test it on the one I know of yours that just is sleeping in as long as possible?
She wouldn't even look at the clock. That's the problem.
That's why I'm like, so how do you make it work?
They're too busy looking at their phones. They're not going to look at a colored clock on the wall.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. I just don't think this would work because the trick the little life hack, you know what, we're gonna do this to make this go viral. You ready?
All right.
It's called what they used to do back in the day where they poured water on you to get you out of bed.
Oh, yeah. Just to make a viral video, to wake you up that way and be rude. Here, I want to ask you this. People that do this kind of stuff and go viral on TikTok for coming up with this like pie chart clock thing, let's just call them extra. They're all extra. Right? TikTok moms or, Pinterest moms or whatever it happens to be. They're all kind of extra. everybody's just out there trying to do their best. And I think there's a whole crowd of people like this that want to be famous for showing off how great they are, how they've got it all figured out. And I think behind the scenes, they're a disaster.
Right. Like, talk about your disaster moments, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what makes it relatable. It makes me respect you a little bit more.
If you haven't noticed, we do that a lot. Most of what we do is a disaster here, and we talk about it.
We make it work.
Yeah, we do. So, yeah, I think the extra TikTok moms and Pinterest moms and stuff, I think behind the scenes, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of a mess. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think you're wrong.
There's Emily. I'm Kirsch. Thanks for hanging out with us as we start your Thursday morning. Earlier this morning, I asked Emily about where she thought Columbus would come out on this list. A study came out and ranked the most polite and the rudest cities in the United States, and you said we'd be mid.
Yeah.
Mid-pack on this?
Yeah. Are we rude?
Let me give you the rundown here.
Okay.
So what they did is they asked people about their own cities in this. So they went city by city, and instead of asking travelers, they asked 1,500 residents of the 46th largest metro areas in the U.S., asked them about the rudeness level in their own area. So the top 10 rudest cities according to their own residents: Charlotte, North Carolina is number 10, Long Beach, California, 9, Vegas is number 8, Memphis at 7, Boston at 6, Oakland, California at number 5, Louisville, Kentucky at number 4, Tampa came in at number 3, Philly at number 2, and Miami was the number 1 rudest according to their own residents.
I am shocked New York is not on the rudest.
They all
New
love
York
themselves so much. They're like, yeah, people up here aren't rude. I can see Tampa being on that list. I can see Louisville being on that list. Miami, yeah, that makes sense. Memphis, been there. Vegas, been there. Yeah. On the flip side, Omaha, Nebraska is the most polite city in America, followed by Minneapolis, then San Diego, then Columbus.
Okay. I can see that. Okay.
People here put us at number 4 most polite in the country.
Santa would be proud.
Santa?
Yeah, we're on the nice list. That's considered the nice list for me.
I was like, does Santa have a polite meter or something like that?
Just say, if you're polite, you're nice.
Yeah, exactly. So people in Columbus ranked us number 4 most polite, which I agree. I think people around here are pretty polite and nice. They hold the door for you and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know what they do? Because when I was walking in with my son the other day in several places, people held the door open for me, and I was really grateful.
Except for if you're on 270 going eastbound on the north end of town, and you're trying to get on I-71 northbound toward Polaris, and if you want to go toward Delaware and stuff like that. You people are jerks up there.
I hope those people are listening and they go, I'm a jerk.
There's somebody sitting there right now listening, and they're like, yeah, everybody around, it's not you, sir, or ma'am. It's all the people around you. Y'all are jerks. People are, seriously, they're rude up there. So yeah, we're number 4 most polite, according to the people here in C-Bus. That's good news.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear this. Your husband says you have a customer service voice, Emily?
Yes, so this is an ongoing conversation I decided to bring to the radio because I think about it often.
So describe this to me. What does he say, and when does this come up?
He says that I have my customer service voice when I'm on the phone. I think I have my Emily voice when I'm on the phone. Okay. And he goes, why can't you use that tone with me all the time? And I'm like, okay.
So wait a second. What does he say your customer service voice sounds like?
He says that I'm just like super like this and happy and upbeat and all that. And I'm like, I just talk normal. I'm like, I mean, when you call, I say hello. And also, I mean, okay, to be fair, sometimes he does call at the wrong time. So I'm like, hello, like, then I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, but I think I sound just the same. I think this is what you get. I don't believe you get a customer service Emily.
You know, it's really funny you say that because, like, I think I would say that's a good sign. If he's saying you've got a different voice on the phone than you do on the phone with him or talking to him, because that means, look,
comfortable with him is what I try to tell him.
You can be yourself. You can talk just like you want to talk, right? I feel like if random people call you, or that, you're calling the doctor's office or whatever, you kind of put on your best,
I just call it my Emily voice, my niceness, my
Yeah.
I don't know. But I also worked in customer service and I know how hard it can be.
Okay.
I don't think I have a different
let's
voice.
Say we had, let's say we had a customer service line here at Country 103.9 and people could call and complain about the fact that, we annoy them or whatever. And you picked up. What would that sound like?
Hello.
Oh, you just pick up and be like, hello.
Hello.
Not, thanks for calling Country 103.9. Good morning. This is Emily.
Actually, it would take me a minute to get into the habit of doing that, but I would eventually. Because I'm just used to saying, hello.
Our customer service line. People would give us 1 star. She picked up and goes, hello.
How dare I? And then I would respond, how dare I say hello when I answer the phone?
Terrible Google reviews. Called their customer service. Hello. That's so great.
Say happy, like hello, but I don't believe I have one. That's all I was going to say.
Kirsch and Emily, New Country, fewer commercials, New Country 103.9. You don't get mad at me for doing my Southern country drawl, but you get mad at me for doing my pirate voice on Talk Like a Pirate Day.
No, I don't get mad. I enjoy it. I just don't want to do it myself is what I'm trying to say.
Well, you told me I couldn't do a whole break on air like a pirate.
You can if you want. I don't know.
You're like, please don't do that. I'm like, okay.
I think I was talking about the show, wasn't I? I don't know. I feel like this morning was forever ago already. So
I don't even know. It is National Talk Like a Pirate Day. Matey. Arr. There you go. Kirsch and Emily.
There we go. Love it.
I need to find a plank for you to walk, Emily. Arr. There you go.
Is that all you think pirates did? Just made people walk planks all day?
That's all they did.
Okay.
Look for buried treasure and make people walk the plank.
All right. Well, I'm glad you know what a pirate does.
I don't know.
Oh, I was thinking about this. I went down a rabbit hole.
I know what a pirate does. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Common piece of advice that you don't agree with. Is there something out there that is told to you that you're or anyone really,
yes.
And you're like, no, what is it?
Yeah, my common piece of advice that I don't agree with is that you shouldn't talk like a pirate on the radio all morning.
I saw that coming.
But aside from that, no. Give me an example. What's a common...
So, I saw this one and I relate to this. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But really, words can break your heart.
I'm from Gen X. We don't feel pain.
Okay, good to know. What about it always gets better, or anything like that?
Yeah, it doesn't always get better.
Okay.
Life is an amalgamation of the decisions you make and the results of those decisions. So if you make bad decisions, it doesn't always get better.
What about this one? If you do what you love, you'll never work a minute of your life.
Wait, say that again. I just want to hear that.
If you do what you love, you'll never work a minute of your life or a minute of the day. Is that what it says? I forget that saying.
I love doing this, but I like the paycheck too.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is work.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was just trying to see if you had any examples for me because I thought you would actually have a list, but I guess I was wrong.
No, I really don't. There's a lot of bad advice out there, but like I said, the sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Like I said, I'm a Gen Xer. We just kind of go through life. Life has been painful for us, but we don't talk about it.
Just bottle it all in and suppress it.
Yes.
Until
That's
it
the
explodes.
Gen X way.
Learn something new every day.
It is. Just bottle it up and enjoy it and be like, okay, life is life and whatever. We have whatever. I'm just going to move on from that. But yeah, I get that. There's some bad advice out there. Don't take it. Just enjoy your life. Bottle it up and move on. Work hard.